Today, I'm sharing 5 essential tips that will make you a smarter, more strategic player in Brawl Stars. From mastering gem control to improving your aim and positioning, these tips will help you win more matches and climb the ranks faster. So make sure to watch till the end. Tip number 1. Don't run at countdown straight away. When your team gets 10 gems, the first thing you will want to do is run back. But this isn't actually what you should be doing. If you and your team all run back, there is a high chance that the enemy can pinch you in a corner or rush you into a bad position. This often leads to your team losing the gems. Instead, once you have 10 gems, stay around the middle for the first 10 seconds, and then, when there are 5 seconds left, that's when you want to start to move backwards. And if you're not gem carrier, it's sometimes good to die during countdown. And you may be thinking, wait, what? But yes, if you're respawning and your teammate dies near you, you will be able to collect all the gems while invincible and then push the enemy back. My second tip is to use auto-aim as least as possible. A lot of players struggle with hitting their shots, and this is probably because you auto-aim. Make a habit of not using auto-aim, even when you are playing brawlers like Edgar and Primo, so that when you play a brawler like Piper or Colt, you won't miss all your shots. There are times where auto-aim is the right option, like when the enemy is right in front of you, but most of the time, if you're auto-aiming, you are missing. So make sure to make an effort of not tapping that red button, but instead aiming your shots, because after some practice, you might find out you can hit your shots. Tip number 3. Don't just rush the ball. Every random, please listen carefully. When you're playing Brawl Ball, do not run straight at the ball. If you only focus on scoring and not fighting, there is a good chance the enemy team will kill you, and then your team is left to attempt the 2v3. Instead, focusing on taking down the enemy team will actually benefit you and your team. If you manage to take down the brawler in your lane, then push up and help your team. It is much easier to score goals with no defenders. Although, sometimes if you are playing a brawler who can move fast, like Mortis or Melody, and the ball is near the enemy's goal, it is worth rushing the ball to score. Tip number 4. Count enemies' ammo. This is a very important skill you will want to have. It can decide who wins matchups and games, and it is also very simple and easy to learn. All you have to do is count how much shots the enemy has used, and depending on the brawler, whether to rush them or not. If you are playing a mid-range brawler against a brawler like Piper with a slow reload speed, you will just be outranged, but if you try to dodge 3 shots from Piper, she will have no ammo. Now, knowing she has no ammo, you can close the distance and rush her. This tip works amazingly against brawlers with slow reload speeds like Piper, Miko, etc. Tip number 5. Master positioning and map control. One of the most underrated but crucial skills in Brawl Stars is learning how to control the map and position yourself effectively. Good positioning isn't just about staying alive, it's about making sure your team has the advantage in fights, objectives, and overall map presence. When you control key areas of the map, you force the enemy team into worse positions, making it easier to win fights and secure objectives like gems, stars, or the ball. For example, in Gem Grab, holding the center lets your team pick up gems safely and puts pressure on the enemy. In Brawl Ball, controlling the midfield makes it much harder for the enemy to push towards your goal and gives you more opportunities to attack. So, here are some ways to improve your positioning. You should adapt your position based on your brawler's strengths. Long-range brawlers should hold open areas and poke from a distance, while tanks and close-range brawlers should use cover to get close before engaging. And always be aware of where enemies are and where they could come from. Don't overextend alone. If you push too far without backup, you can get caught out and give the enemy an easy kill. That's it for the 5 tips to help you play smarter in Brawl Stars. Focus on positioning, map control, and timing your moves instead of just rushing in. Avoid relying too much on auto-aim and pay attention to your enemy's ammo to know when to engage. Keep practicing these tips and you'll notice your gameplay getting stronger. Thanks for watching, and feel free to share your own tips or questions in the comments.